Well, you might recognize my next guest, and that's because she's been on the show before. The reason she's on again is because she made history as the first student athlete at Kean University to win NJAC Rookie of the Year in 2 different sports. I talked to her in the fall about earning the award in soccer, and today I'm going to talk to her about winning the award in lacrosse. Ella Petrosh, welcome back and congratulations. This must be, you must be so excited. This is a huge honor.
Yes, it is. I am so excited.
Well, I asked you how you got interested in soccer back in November. Now I'll ask you how you got interested in lacrosse. Was that a passion that developed later or around the same time?
So, down by me, lacrosse, I didn't even know it was a sport until my freshman year of high school. All my friends were playing it, so I decided to just pick up a stick and I started playing. I didn't even know how to catch or throw. And I guess with over time, I developed love for the sport and I just stayed with it. I didn't even think I was going to play in college.
Well, how does preparing for a sport like lacrosse differ from preparing for a sport like soccer? Or is the work you put into it pretty similar?
Very obvious. One has to do with your feet, one has to do with your hands. So it's a bit of a difference when switching from one sport to the other, but the conditioning's all the same. You're running up and down a field, and it's all pretty much the same except for when it comes to the fundamentals.
Now, soccer and lacrosse have nonstop action. You're always on the go. It's not like you won Rookie of the Year in soccer and then you won it in checkers. These are 2 very intense sports, and you've thrived in both pretty much over the course of the entire academic year. How do you keep up with all that, and how do you deal with the wear and tear on your body?
I keep up with it by making sure I make time for myself, making sure my work comes first before everything, and also taking time to relax for my body. And I will not lie, my body took a beating this year with all the constant going, but with Kane's athletic training team, I was able to stay in tip top shape and be healthy.
So now the question we're all curious about the answer to, what was your reaction to making history as the first Kean University athlete to win Conference Rookie of the Year in 2 different sports?
Like I said, I started playing my freshman year. Never did I think I was going to play lacrosse in high school or in college, let alone get Rookie of the Year in 2 sports.
Well,
So I
clear,
was very much shocked.
well, clearly you're a quick learner. Any memorable games you had this season?
My memorable game was Maritime. It was our first win of the season, and it was just all around a fun, amazing game. It was not easy at all, but playing with the girls and just seeing everybody so happy was definitely made it memorable.
Now, you were obviously a standout. Who were some other key players on the team that kind of helped you along the way?
You know, there's no I in team, so everybody contributed to the way everybody played. But I would like to shout out the sophomores because every time my head went down, they were there to pick me up or snap me out of a mood. So I just want to really shout out them.
It's fantastic. Now, can you talk about the influence your coaching staff has had on you, especially head coach Sarah Lawshe?
The coaching staff has had a great influence on me, pushing me to be the best. And Coach Cheryl, she especially helped me. I've never played midfield before, and she put great trust in me, and she decided to put me on mid, and it wasn't a mistake.
Clearly was not a mistake. Now, the team was only 4-10 this year, I believe. I looked at the roster, and it seems like you'll have a lot of the same players next year. What are your expectations as you head into next season?
My expectations, not only for myself, but for the team, are set very high. We were a very young team this year, and I feel that next year we will be better. Everybody's going to get better. Their skills are going to grow, and I think these freshmen coming in are going to help us tremendously too.
Now, Ella, you entered Kean University with a bang, 2 Rookie of the Year honors your freshman year. You still have 3 years to go. Do you plan on sticking with both sports or trying anything new? What are your plans over the next 3 years?
This is funny you ask it because I do plan on sticking with soccer and lacrosse, but my dad and Pop-Up are constantly in my ear telling me to play basketball. Always growing up, they loved basketball, and the only reason I played was for them. And they just keep on asking me to play, and I'm like, I can't play 3 sports.
Well, you got to make Dad and Pop proud, and
I
you've shown that you can
know.
do 2. I think you can do 3. I think you can do anything, quite frankly. Ella Petrosh, congrats on making history, and keep going, keep climbing. Great stuff.
Thank you so much.
Coming up, Rowan University has a new director of athletics. We'll talk to him after the break.